After an amazing weekend in the heart of Texas filled with family, food, and lots of fun, it was time to head home. This time aboard United Airlines' smallest Airbus in the fleet, the A319. Welcome to the channel, folks. Do you love aviation, photography, and traveling? If so, you're at the right place. Check out my channel for trip reports and travel vlogs. And if you like what you see, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. With it being getaway day after American Thanksgiving weekend, I expected there was going to be tons of traffic getting into the airport, and was not disappointed. The lineup started good mile from the terminal, and moved at a crawling pace until we got to our departing terminal, Terminal C. Thankfully, it wasn't as busy inside the terminal as it was outside. So, dropping the bag was pretty easy, and I was through on my way to security in no time. The airport was fully prepared for the rush, and there was tons of agents on hand to get us through security uneventfully and on towards our gate. Terminal C South still hasn't been renovated yet, so still has the fairly low ceilings and whatnot from an older generation of airport design. But it does have a number of shops and restaurants that make waiting for your plane bearable. Soon I could see our A319 taxiing towards the gate. It had just arrived after a short 48-minute flight from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and was painted in United's latest livery, which looks really nice, but I do miss the old tulip livery. Catering for the flight was still in progress as we made our way on board. Made the turn and headed right to the back of the aircraft as I was sitting in row 34 tonight. 34F is the second last window seat on the right side of the aircraft. I guess I'll be close to the lavatories at least. Similarly to my flight down to Houston on United's Airbus A320, there was no in-flight entertainment screen and there were no charging ports. I did find out that there are shared charging ports in Economy Plus. Speaking of which, this A319 is equipped with 126 seats, 12 in business class, 36 in the aforementioned Economy Plus, and 78 standard seats like I'm sitting in tonight for the flight back to Toronto. Although it was a very full flight, everybody made it on board without too much struggle, and we were pushed back from our gate on time and headed out for departure. It would be a long taxi tonight as we're scheduled to depart off of runway 33 right. The pilots raced to company 737 to the threshold of 33 right. Enjoy the takeoff and the beautiful view of Houston International Airport below. It was a beautiful full moon as we headed north to Toronto, and soon after takeoff the flight attendants began their beverage service. But this time, along with my OJ, I was given a bag of bagel chips. I enjoyed the trips as I watched Meg 2 on my phone. This time I remembered to update my United app so that I could watch the entertainment on my personal device. I think I fell asleep sometime during the movie because when I woke up, we were already descending into Toronto. It was cloudy and rainy as we made our way over the city on our base leg before turning and landing on runway 24 left. Enjoy the landing. After landing, we parked at the absolute worst section of Pearson Airport, the makeshift Pier F that houses gates F-84 to F-89 for U.S. transborder traffic. This is a horrible section of the airport. But before we got a chance to deplane, the pilot came on and let us know that the airport was having some computer issues and all of the customs and immigration forms that we used to do electronically were now having to be done manually. So we were stuck on board for about 30 minutes as there was a huge backlog in the international arrivals area. Finally, we did deplane and make the long and winding route from this makeshift pier to the main portion of the terminal. As you can see, a lot of people huddled around before they get to immigration, filling out those manual forms. What an absolute inconvenience. Luckily, Canadian Customs and Immigration was fully staffed, and we didn't have to wait too long to get through. And since we were stuck on the plane for an extra 30 minutes, our bags had already been offloaded, so when we got to baggage claim, our luggage was already there. So all we needed to do was grab it and go.